Have you ever looked around and felt like the world is falling apart and you're falling with it? The news is chaos. Your phone's a constant stream of noise. People are angry, anxious, chasing things they don't even want. And deep down, you feel overwhelmed, like you're quietly drowning in it all. I've been there too. But one ancient philosophy changed the way I see everything: Stoicism. Not because it made life easier, but because it made me stronger. Stoicism doesn't give you the power to control the world. It teaches you how to control yourself in a world that can be controlled. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I hit a breaking point, burned out, anxious, constantly reacting, checking my phone first thing in the morning, comparing myself, feeling like I was never enough. I kept thinking, why does everything feel so heavy? Then I came across a quote by Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That line didn't just hit me, it haunted me. Because I realized I was giving all my power to things outside of me, other people's opinions, the algorithm, the economy, my past, things I couldn't control. And that is the first Stoic lesson. There is a line between what you can and control, and your peace depends on staying on the right side of it. Epictetus said it clearly: some things are up to us, and some things are not. Simple but life-changing. You can't control the weather, but you can control your attitude. You can't control if someone betrays you, but you can control whether you let it break your character. Every day the world tests you, but the Stoic doesn't crumble. They train. That's the difference. Modern life wants you addicted to reaction. Stoicism trains you in response. It teaches that your thoughts, your actions, your values, that's your kingdom. Everything else, let it pass. That's not passivity, it's precision. Look at Seneca, who was exiled and eventually forced to die by the Emperor Nero. Still, he wrote some of the most powerful reflections on life, death, and peace. He said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our pain is a tea in the moment. It says in the story we tell ourselves about the moment. We panic over things that haven't happened yet. We replay failures that are already gone. The Stoics ask, what's true right now? And that leads us to the next practice, present-mindedness. Stoicism isn't about cold detachment, it's about presence, power in the now. When Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome, he wasn't some emotionless statue. He was overwhelmed, tired, unsure, but he wrote reminders to himself daily. His journal, what we now call meditations, was his training ground. He reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. That's not dark, that's clarifying. Memento Mori. Remember death. Not to be afraid, but to stop wasting time. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're barely guaranteed the rest of today. So live. Fully. Honestly. Now. You don't need a perfect morning routine or a perfect version of yourself. You just need to stop giving energy to things outside your control. That's the Stoic mindset. But how do we apply this in real life? Here are 3 powerful Stoic habits. 1. Daily reflection. Ask, where did I lose my temper today? Where did I act from fear instead of wisdom? Write it down. Learn. Recalibrate. 2. Voluntary discomfort. This could be cold showers, digital detox, or skipping a luxury. You're training your mind to stop fearing discomfort. Because when real pain hits, you're already prepared. 3. View setbacks as training. Everything that annoys you is your teacher. Traffic, patience, criticism, ego check, delay, perseverance. The Stoic doesn't wish for an easy life. They get excited when life gets hard because it's a chance to practice. Aurelius put it perfectly. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. That means the problem is the path. No growth without resistance. So let's bring it all home. The world's not slowing down. It won't stop testing you, but you don't need to be shaken by every storm. You need to become the storm, steady, unmoved, centered in who you are and what you stand for. You want peace? Practice presence. You want clarity? Filter out what's noise. You want strength? Stop chasing comfort. In a world built to distract and divide, the Stoic builds focus and unity within. And you don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to begin. So today, start with this. Ask yourself, what is one thing I am giving energy to that is outside my control? And let it go, and then ask, what's one action I can take right now that aligns with my values? Do that. Not later. Now, this is your test, and this is your training. Drop a comment. What is the storm you're facing, and how will you meet it differently, Stoic style? And if you're ready to keep training your mind, subscribe. New videos weekly to help you live like a modern Stoic in a world that desperately needs it.